Right, so back with part 11. So we just started figuring out what we were going to do with this third female character. So what we need to do is because if we look in her female animations, we've only got talking and terrified. So that's good because we're going to play with that later. So we need to get a male character, and we need to get some more animation. So we should only need an idle and a run, okay, for this to work. Probably just need no, we do need an idle. So mix mo, and then make sure you log in before you do all your stuff, because it'll then ask you to log in. So log in first. I'm just going to carry on with Google. It'll log me in, and then with any luck, it's still got the character loaded in. With any luck. Yeah, that's fine. So let's see which character it loads in. While we wait, let's find an idle. Yeah, we've still got the character. Now, in my version, her hair is see-through. It didn't look like that. So there's something wrong with the texture in mine. But we might be able to fix that. But if not, we'll just never get so close to the character that you can tell. Or maybe that's what they have, space hair or whatever. So idle, just want a simple idle. We don't really want it to be... idle animations want... This one's okay, though, because it's like she's a bit jumpy, and that's what she would be worrying about, getting blown up into space. So I'm going to take that one. It's called Happy Idle, but we're going to use it as like a scared idle. We're going to get without skin, because we've already got the skin, and just download. And I'm just going to drop them directly into Unreal. And I need a run. We could have her carrying something. That could be funny. Have we got a carrying idle? Oh man, I hope so. So let's just go back to idle. Carrying. Yes, we do. Okay, she's gonna be carrying something. All right. So we're gonna download that. We can take that other idle animation as well, because there's going to be a few of these characters, not just going to be 3. And then run. And we just got to get something for her to carry while she's running, and we want this in place. Download without skin. Download. Could have a running like Naruto, but I don't think that'd fit. Okay, so all we'll need to do now is find something in our pack for her to run with. So we're already in the animations folder. So Happy Idle wants to be, in fact, yeah, I could do these one at a time. Female, import. Next one, carrying. Make sure you select the correct skeleton when you're doing this. And then the last one is just running. And then again, correct skeleton. That's why you want to be naming things and know what you're doing. Close down Mixer Mode because it causes problems in the background. It'll start slowing stuff down. It's playing all those animations. Okay, so in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a animation blend space. No, cancel. Because I want the 1D blend space. So animation 1D, because she's not going to be running backwards or sideways or anything. She's just going to be running forwards. And this is going to be called female. I've called her that, by the way. If you're bristling at that, like, oh, you can't say it, because of the boys. That character called the female. So, don't hate me. Female _ BS. And then up here, speed. And max speed's going to be 600. We can change that if we need to. Grid divisions I'm going to set to 6. And interpolation time, I always set to 0.2. Unless I'm doing AI, and then I up it a little bit to get better blends. but for player, well, this is an AI to be fair, but 0.2 should be fine. Next is idle, carrying idle. So carrying. Okay, so for this, I think what we're going to have to do actually is, just so we're getting this right, is go to the blueprints folder and duplicate and call it carry underscore female underscore BP. Okay, so that we actually have a different blueprint for it, because we're going to want to put something in her hands. So we'll need another example of her. Why is it still called female? Oh, because I just opened that one. Let's close that then, because that's not the one we want. So it's still going to use the same blend space and everything. So we don't have to change any of that. And then running. So we'll have running when she gets to 400, and then she's at full tilt and going for it. Now we need to give her something to hold. Before we do that, we'll set up the animation blueprint, which is going to female animations and then animation blueprint. There it is. Female skeleton. Hit OK, and then we want to call this female underscore anim underscore BP. Open that up. Just take a quick drink. And then we want a new state machine. Put that in there. And you know what I like to call this if you've been watching my videos. Locomotion. Something to say. Okay, here we're going to drag in our blend space. Connect that to there. And because this is in a tutorial series, you know, I'm taking a few shortcuts here and there, so I'm not naming things properly and stuff like that. So drag out and promote to variable, call it speed. And then go to the event graph. Then we want to cast to female. In this case, it's the female, it's the carry female, isn't it? Cast to carry female BP. And as that, we want to get the velocity, get forward direction, or forward vector, should I say. And then we're going to create a dot product. That's going to get those two values, mix them all up in a pot, and serve them up to you in the way that you want. Hit compile. You can see that she pops in with her somewhat odd head, with that hair not being right. We can have a look at that in a bit. Yeah. That should work. So compile. Let's go into the carry female and set her up. So click on the mesh. All right. And so the other one are just using an animation asset because they're just stood there doing talking. They don't do anything else. But this time we want to use an animation blueprint, and we want it to be the female. Now we could set the other female up with this as well, but she'll then pop into the idle pose, I think, that we don't want her to be in. There we go. She's carrying something. Bent knees and everything. Okay, so let's go in and add something to her there. Let's go and look in our spaceship stuff, see if there's anything that she should, like, there's like a blanket or something. I don't know why she'd be carrying that. Look like this sci-fi bag. Maybe she's carrying a sci-fi bag. What's this? Door floor support. Okay, interesting. What you carrying? It's just going to be lame if we put a bag in her hand, though, innit? You know, she wants to be carrying something like. Let's go online and see if we can find a cool model. thought I'd not recorded again then. I'm paranoid about that now. So like, what would it be called? What would she be carrying? Toxic, like not toxic, but hazardous. I don't know how to spell has. Let's guess it. Hazardous substance. Ox. FBX. Bit of a long shot, that one. Oh yeah, hazardous. Super well spelled. Hazardous models. But this is just going to give me hazmat suit guys, which isn't what I want. Yeah, look, they're pretty cool though. I bet they're making money off those now with coronavirus. Everybody's making something about that. Wait. Oh, no, 7. So you see something like that she wants to be carrying. Or she's carrying a radioactive barrel. No. She's carrying a pizza box. Yeah, see, something like that would be good, like this nondescript sci-fi box. Let's have a think. What could a crate? A sci-fi crate. Okay, let's try that. Sci-fi crate FBX. Let's have a look. It wants also to be free, guys. That's important because I'm poor. No, she could be carrying a Darth Vader. What's this? This isn't a sci-fi crate. Sci-fi models. Ah! Alright, boom. There we go. Okay, it wants me to wait. I hate to wait. So let's go in here. While we wait, let's go set up a sort of content, female, mesh, a skeleton, and then on her right hand, let us place a socket. And we can just leave that called right hand socket. Normally I would rename that, but it doesn't. It's not important now to rename that. Right, so we want it as a FBX download. I am indeed human. No, I don't want to fill out these. I hate these. No, I don't want that. Am I not logged in? Right, so just log in. Yes, I should pause the video while I do that. I'm quite sure. Right, so just a second. Okay. So now I'm logged in. I am logged in, remember. I am human. Oh, I hate these things. Please click each image containing a motorbike. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Come on. Oh, and log me in. That isn't the wrong. Whatever. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here. Can't I log in with Google? Yes, okay, I can. So it's just going to give me a few more seconds to wait. So while that's happening, let's get back in Unreal. And let's see if we can have a look at this hair. See, the hair has transparency on it, but nothing else does. So I am going to go to the female folder, and then we're going to find where the hair texture is. Oh, it's here by the looks of it. Right, this is a complicated texturing. Here it is. It's got. All right, so this is an easy fix by the look of it. Actually, just come over here and set that to opaque instead of translucent and hit apply. And I bet you anything that fixes it. Right, again, we're waiting. Has it done the download for me? No? Download? There we go. Sci-fi crate. You watch, I won't even be able to use it for some reason. That's given us the hair we want. There she is. Looking better, girl. Upload these. We want to. What am I doing? Yeah. Extract files. Put it on my desktop. And here we go. So let's drag that into our Unreal content. I've got a models folder. I do. I've also, it looks like a Christmas tree, but I've been looking for a ship that we can swap out, because when we exit the space station, we need to swap out this corridor and actually spawn in a huge ship. But this one looked rubbish. So we're going to grab another one later. Open up that folder, FBX. What is this? Hi, Engon. Oh, right. I'm just going to bring in this one, see what's what. Guarantee it'll be in pieces. Import all, and I don't see a texture. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, it's giving me in like 1,000 pieces, which I don't want. So, yeah, this has all been a bit of a waste of time. Let's just use something that we have in the asset pack. It doesn't really matter what she's holding. And I'm not going through that again. So let's just find something for her to hold. So go back into the spaceship. I'm just going to get her to hold one of these boxes, I guess. Meshes and this sci-fi crate. So to set that up, what we want to do is we want to go back to the female skeleton. We want to get her in her pose. So use specific animation. It wants to be the carrying, right? And let's pause it because we don't want it to move. And then we've got this right-hand socket. So with the right-hand socket selected, right-click, and then it's called Sci-Fi Crate, weren't it? Wait, there it was. Wait. Can't spell. That we want. Whoa, it's too big. So all we need to do is bring it down like that. That's nearly perfect. But what we want to do is just turn off snapping, so we can get it. Do you know what? That might work. We can come back later and play around with that, but that'll be fine for now. So we'll close the hair. And we're going to do her code, I think, not in the... we've already set it up in the blueprint, haven't we? So let's just close some of these down. Getting a bit messy. How long have we got left? We wasted pretty much this whole thing. All right. Let's see if we can get her working. So hit play. She is moving. But what was that? Why is she still... Let's move our dude over here. She's still using specific animation. I thought I told her to use that animation blueprint. Oh, that's correct. Because... Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Cancel. Yeah, she's referenced... Yeah, so she's referenced in these blueprints. Now, she's just the normal female, and we want her to be... So delete that. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll have it be the carry female once we put her in. So now if I delete her, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And bring in the new and improved carrying female. Again, that probably didn't sound great. There's your box, lady. Oh yeah, we haven't set up a box, so let's do that. So add a scene. Make sure you click on the mesh and then add a scene component. Call it box location. Box location. Box location. And we want the parent socket to be the right-hand socket. And then when I add, so then with this selected, I can go and add a static mesh. And now because it's this static mesh, it's linked to the C component. When I add the crate, it'll remember the size and the rotation that we did. Okay, so she's carrying a box. Place her in the scene. She's in the scene. Now, when I hit play, okay, so now we've just got to get a reference to her and go back to the level blueprints. So here's the reference to her, and then we should see her move. With a box. Go on, girl. You got it. And then watch the explosion. Oh, my friends. Oh, my God. And then once that's all come down, we'll have another target location for it to move to. Okay, cool. So that's the end for this one. I'll get on with the next one.